What is going down, everybody, man? Happy Friday, guys. So it's Friday and after work. So I hope everybody had a good week at work. Mine's been pretty busy, like always, dude. So it has been raining, man. Off and on all week. It got cold on me. And then this morning, it stopped raining finally about 9 o'clock. And the sun's out. And it's beautiful, man. So I want to go over. I have been putting the pit bike together. I want to go over that. We're going to put the tire in, and man, I put the forks on the wrong side of the bike. So let me show you what I got. We're going to jump into getting this back tire mounted and aired up, and then we'll see how far we can get today with all that, man. So y'all hang tight, sit back, relax, enjoy the content. Man, we're coming at you with another one. You can see I got the engine in. I got the tree mounted here. I did kind of polish it up a little bit. I didn't have my drill to get it real good, but it does look better. So, like I stated, I put the forks on the wrong side. This one goes over here, this one goes over here, but you can see that I scratched the fork, man. Which this ain't so bad, the number plate will kind of cover that up. But look at the back side, dude. Oh, almost dropped the whole bike. Look at the back side there. That'll be seen. That doesn't make me too happy, but we're gonna go with what we got, man. And then here's the rest of it. I got my throttle cable hooked back up. I got it all tied back in over here. Just some minor adjustments. Got my wire pulled back through. Got my little insert in there, dude. So it is coming together, man. It's starting to look nice. I got my wheel. Where's my other wheel at? There's my other wheel right here. I'm getting ready to mount that. And then we're gonna go over that, dude. I still gotta put that together. And I wanna run through it with you cats. Now, with the swing arm, dude, let's jump into this real quick. This swing arm is dry enough for me to touch it now. So I was looking at it, man. It needs a sanding. I've gotta sand it, dude. That's the bottom line. Look at that side. So, what I'm thinking, man, here, let me set this down for a second. So what I'm thinking, dude, if you go back through my previous pit bike videos, we talk about what issues I'm having with the paint. Excuse me, guys. And you've seen it right there on the swing arm. So this summer, when it gets hot, we're gonna take the bike completely back apart, dude. We're gonna blow it apart again. And I was looking at the paint. It doesn't quite, or it's not quite dark enough to match the truck. It's still lighter than the truck. So we're probably gonna pick a different paint this summer. We're gonna go through. My dad has a sandblaster, DIY dad has a sandblaster at work. I'll have time to take it up there, sandblast everything super clean, and then start from like scratch. Now, with all that, dude, we are gonna go with it. And I'm still up in the air, guys. Nobody gave me any comments or any suggestions on this swing arm, dude. So I might just hit it with one more coat of paint. I mean, we're not gonna get rid of it. Let me get this thing over here, dude. We're not gonna get rid of this unless I sand it down, right? We're not gonna get rid of that unless I sand it down. That's the bottom line, dude. So I'm not really sure, guys, what I'm gonna do with that, man. Because I still got a clear coat anyway. So, in this video, we're gonna go through everything I showed you. We're gonna put together what we can put together, man. Drop down in the comments, fellas. Let me know if I should clear it and go with it. And wait till this summer, blow it all back apart and do it again. And do it completely 100%. Or do I just sand it, paint it, clear it, and then put it on there and hope that the paint don't bubble? Now, I am real antsy on getting this bike together. I want to ride it, guys, and I want to see it. Now, before this video ends, we should be able to see the front end with the wheel on it to get an idea of what the bike's going to look like. I'm going to start out with swapping these forks out. Try not to scratch them again. The best I can do See, it's scratching on this bottom one down here. Is take my screwdriver, right, and pry it apart and hope that I can get it open enough that it doesn't scratch anymore. See, it's right there where that bend is at, fellas. It's right where that, come on, baby. It's scratching it, guys. Come on, man. Come on. Man, that got it pretty good, fellas. Wow. Just gonna lay that down as gentle as possible. Oh, man. That bums me out, fellas. See, that one don't come out so bad. It scratches right there, but that's where it clamps on, so that won't be seen anyway. See, it goes in there nice. Just this other fork is bent. You know, we're too big to be riding it, so that cheap metal just bends. And then my son, he was getting crazy on it. So, and then we're gonna hold it and we're gonna mount it. Where'd my screwdriver go? Where'd the other one go, guys? Wow, way over here. Here it is. Oh, got it. There we go. There we go. I don't know about any torque specs or anything like that. We got the fork swap, and we got the front flares mounted, the front tire mounted, the fender, the number plate. I strapped down my cables, got my front brake lever on. I mean, let me step back, dude. It's starting to come together, man. So I'm gonna keep chipping away at it, and then once I put all the plastics on, I'll give you a shot, and then we got to put that tire together. And I just kind of set the plastic and the tank on there, dude. Everything on the front is bolted up, right? I still got to run my rear brake cable to come down. I'm waiting for you cats to drop me some comments or let me know what you think, man. I'm really curious, guys. And while you're at it, dude, while you're at it, if you love the content like I know you do, man, smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, the notification bell. So, it is coming together, and I am really starting to like what I see. Besides that fork, look at that fork, dude. Man. Now, with that, dude, we are just going to go with it. I mean, it is what it is. It is just a toy bike. I do need to run my hoses still for my overflow, and I did have to switch my rotor around, or my brake disc around, so it would spin the right way. So I wanted to give y'all this shot, man. I think it's really starting to look nice, right? Now, we're gonna go through the tire. We're gonna mount the tire on the back rim. I'm gonna go through that with y'all, and then we're gonna end this video, and in the next one, it'll be together, and we'll be riding it, guys. Here we go, man. We got 4 minutes left on the SD card, dude. So let's see if we can get it done. Now, I do have to note one thing about these tires, dude. So, these tires, I'm not going to explain much. We're just going to put the tire in there. These tires are 12.5 by 2 1/4. All right. The bike calls for a 12.5 by 2 3/4 or 2.75. You see how that went in there halfway? You get half the tire on there. Now you gotta be careful if you're like me and you just painted your wheels. I mean, you don't want to scratch them all up. So push your valve stem up. Right, you gotta get to it from the back side of the tire here. And then line it up. Once you line it up, it's not real hard, but it is kind of a chore. So what I do is I take and I pull it through and I put my valve stem cover back on there. Now I put my valve stem cover back on there, valve stem cap, if that's what you want to call it. I put that on there so my tube won't pull back through that hole, right? You want it to stay in there. You don't want it to come off. Now you have half a tire on there, right? So then you want to tuck your tube. You want to make sure your tube, another thing is you want to make sure your tube is completely flat. Right? Because you don't want any air in there. You'll pinch it and then you'll pop a brand new tube. So with that, just start working your tire around. You got to understand, paint is a little bit durable, and have a flat blade screwdriver. So once you get half of it in there, kind of like so, usually around your valve stem is where I like to go first with it. Pull your rim down, right? And then be gentle with your rim, especially your freshly painted rim. Right? You want this thing to set down in the other half of the tire. Wow, it's giving me some grief, fellas. And if you pull that rim up like so, it'll kind of hold that tire in there for you and give you a chance to work it around. Now, ooh, okay, that's dirt. Oh man. Once you get to that point, be gentle. Make sure you're on top of your rim, right? And then work it over and pinch, right? Pinch your tire. You don't want to pinch your tube, pinch your tire. Now this is a tricky part. Actually, it's really not. Just take it, push it over like so, and voila, there it is, man. Pull your valve stem through like so, and then we'll air it up, and that'll be good to go, dude. And that's how you'll put your tire on, and it looks good. So with all that, dude, I got a minute left on this SD card. I gotta buy a new one for the next video. Now, I hope y'all enjoyed the content. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell, drop me a comment about the swing arm, dude. I would really appreciate that, fellas. And with all that, dude, keep living the dream, doing your thing, like and subscribe, and always hit your boy up with a comment, man.